Okay, good morning. We've had a couple of questions and a couple of things where it doesn't look like people are doing things more how they're supposed to be doing. So first of all, I updated the class schedule. I added a couple of different things on it, and it's here on the home page, so you can just click on it. I'm gonna stop and click on that. All right, what I did was I went ahead because some people were not sure when things were due. So I went ahead and added an assigned date and a due date to every homework piece that's here, and called out so you know what to call your blog post. Start with, make sure like in the week one, it should be what week 1A, and then you can write what it was about after it. So that this way, this is the one that you should have turned in on Monday because you should have commented on your week's classmate or your classmates' week 1A blog post. And always start in your group. And then if there's not enough work available, then you move on to another group. And I prefer that you start like in the middle or the bottom of the list of names because the reason we broke it into groups was because everybody looked at the ones at the top, the people at the bottom and the middle never got any comments. And it's important to and our viewing, so besides me. So, and then I have the possible points listed with each assignment as well. So hopefully this will help some. And then, like I said, I've got the dates, like on this one, you have a Monday off coming up this week or this next week. So your assignment will be due a day later, this one, part B, and then I'll assign the next one on that Tuesday as well. We don't just have a holiday from work because we got a lot to cover here and there's a whole rest of the week. So it gives you plenty to do. And we just want to make sure and cover as much ground as possible. So if you see any mistakes, let me know because I'm always finding that I'm forgetting to change things over and roll things up and update things. So, oh, it looks like I forgot to fix this one. So I'll have to get the assigned date. So it's a good thing I'm looking through this too. And so I'm going to stop and go back to the class information. Okay, now here we are back at the home page, and what I'm going to do is look at the modules because the modules for each week, see, I have a whole list of things here. Let's click on that, and that's where the week's work should be, unless I have an extra lot, and then maybe you'll have two modules, but usually just one. So we did this one, week one, class prep, part A and B, and that should have been due on Monday. And then if you're wondering about the class links, here they are. So class links, click on that, and it should go to the list of all the people in the class, and you can see that the ones that have the blogs, there's a couple that I still don't have the links for, and or people dropped and I haven't updated. And I will be updating it all the time as the class adjusts and things like that. So the the first assignment was to write or to create your blog and then write the first post. And that was all part of what was due the first week because I have to have assigned work that you do and you have to complete the whole thing so you can stay in class. So most of you did that. That's great. The ones that didn't, I'm going to give you till the end of today to finish that up. And then I have to drop you because already it was due last week. So we have to keep moving on. And let's go back to the modules. And that was that first one. I'll go ahead and close that. And every week when you have a module, so here's the one that we're working on right now. This one is the first part of the assignment. This is the second part. We're going to get to this. First part goes out generally on Monday, except when there's holidays like next week. It'll go out on a Tuesday. And it'll be due, like if it's out on Monday, it'll be due on Thursday. If it's out on Thursday, which is the second part. And I mean, you can look at the assignment ahead of time, but sometimes I update things because I'll notice things, and then I'll send it out on Thursday, or next week it'll be Friday because we had the 1-day holiday. And so both pieces are there. If there's any discussions, like in this week 1, we had the 2 assignments. See, they look like that. And then we had 2 discussion things. And this is where you could post your Blogger URL. And then if you have any questions. And so there I have the 2 assignments and a blog or a discussion thing to ask me questions, although it's better if you email me. And then when you are writing your blog post, put it on the blog you created for class, because I can just click on this class link that with your name on it, and I will go to your blog and it will have all the posts that you read. You don't have to keep sending me the updated information. Okay, this is a blog for part 3A, you don't have to do that. Once your blog is there, I can just go there, and if you name it correctly, so if you name it week 2A, then I know that that's the part of the homework you are doing in that post, and it helps me a lot. So I hope this helps all of you clear some things up. I know you always have a lot going on in the beginning of the semester. Every teacher does things differently. I try every semester to make it simpler and more easy to understand, but there's always, like people get confused. Again, it's overwhelming. I went to school. I know how overwhelming, and I think, how could this teacher do it this way? It makes no sense. So there we are, and again, I hope this helps.